say hypothetically a
Yeah.
record label comes along and they say, we want to give you a multi-record label or record deal. Are you guys considering that? Has there been any kind of discussion or anything remotely close to that?
Yeah, no, I can honestly tell you there's been a lot of discussion. And when it comes to labels, there's still certain things that we're owed and certain things that we're owed. So that stuff's all will fall into place. But there has been discussion with the five of us about possibilities of future endeavors together as the band, bringing the band back. So basically, it's just kind of crossing the T's and dotting the I's about getting something in writing, and all of us agreeing that this is what we want to do with the group and for the group going forward.
And of
So
course,
never say never. I'm not saying no. I'm saying we're working on it.
you guys got back in the studio for Justin's most recent album. I'm not ashamed to say that I nearly cried listening to Paradise. I thought
Yeah,
it was an
thank you.
amazing song. It was very nostalgic for me. And he just performed in LA over the weekend. Was there any talks about possibly joining him on stage or anything like that, or attending that as a group?
Well, we did that. We did that. We did the Will Turn show with him. So, that was kind of the big, thing there. And also on the podcast, I had JC on it. And JC and I discussed a lot of this. And we talked about, the Will Turn show. We talked about the future endeavors and things, and went into a little more detail about, the getting it exactly right of what an NSYNC future would look like. But as it goes, it's always great to be with those guys. I know that the five of us get together, and it's 25 years ago again, and we all enjoy each other, and we all just clown around, and you kind of fall back into an old way of being, which is funny. Bringing up the Will Turn show, I'm on this tour, this Pop 2K tour that tours around, and when I go on this tour, I do a lot of NSYNC songs. And as I'm doing these songs, I'm getting ready to do the Will Turn show. And I'm like, man, this is going to be great. I'm like, I don't have to sing the whole songs anymore. I can kind of let everybody take over, and I can just go back and sing my harmonies and the high stuff and do what I do. And, it was a lot of fun. But there's been talk about, possibly doing some other stuff, maybe on Justin's tour, maybe on, something else, but we'll see.
What else do you have in store for season two? I know you talked about AJ being on episode one. What other kind of hints or things that you can kind of sprinkle in there?
A couple hints I can tell you is we do have, like I said, JC's on, and we filmed that one not too long after the Will Turn show, so we had a lot of reflecting to do on the future of NSYNC and things like that. And then we've had some great people that I've got to work with. Like we had Richard Marks, who was an amazing. He was so much fun to talk to, so much fun to have on. We've had Braylon, a country artist who is, I'm a big fan of, and I live in Nashville, so I've kind of followed his career, and we've had a few other ones that are a couple country artists, couple actors. It's just really all over the board, and they're always fun conversations, and it's always great to talk about because, like I said, we're not trying to promote the next record or the next show. We're promoting crazy stories you've had with famous people, and season two is going to be a lot of fun.